If you have a bad GPA and a good class rank, I don't know how that would work. You would have to find your class ranking, so first, second, third quarter, and as long as you make the requirements for SAT, ACT scores, or if you do really good on that review process, you're into the university. So that's how that would work. I know class ranking is confusing to a lot of high school students, but again, it's just you being put in order with everybody else in your class according to your GPA, which is why we don't ask for GPA. Any other questions about admissions? Now, some of you guys will go to community college first and then transfer over to a four-year university. Those criteria are listed as well. Just know that if you are in dual credit, regardless of if you have 3 hours transferring in or 60, and you have your associate's degree from high school, that does not count as you being a transfer student. You would still fill out that freshman application. Transfer students are those who have graduated from high school fully and then take college credit somewhere else. So you would have to, in order to be considered a transfer student, have 15 hours outside of high school, outside of dual credit, so 5 classes, and at least a 2.0 minimum GPA to transfer. If you have a 3.5 GPA transferring in it, and your associate's degree, so you stay for that 2-year full program at community college, we do have some great scholarships to offer those who do that. Okay, y'all are a quiet bunch. Y'all are a lot more quiet than the last bunch of kids that I talked to, but that's okay, as long as y'all stay awake. What? Y'all are all interested? So the other kids weren't, they were just playing around? That's fine. Scholarships. So anybody planning on graduating in the top 10% of their class? Okay, for those students who are planning on graduating in the top 10% of their class, your cost of attendance is automatically reduced by $3,000 a year as long as you apply to SFA. You'll automatically get in because we are a state school and everybody that's in the top 10% gets into every state school in Texas. So that would look like, instead of paying $16,000 a year for your cost of attendance, which is your total bill that you would have to pay, room, board, tuition, fees, meal plan, even books would be in the cost of attendance. Instead of $16,000, you would automatically pay $13,000 a year. That would not disqualify you from obtaining other scholarships within the university. That is just to start you out. What about the top 25%? So some people in the top 25% as well. Everybody over here is smart. I don't see any people over here raising their hand. A couple of people. Top 25. I'm sorry. Top 25 of your class if you're planning on graduating in that, or top 10. She's like, nah, that's not me. That's fine. I'll talk about what's for the rest of you guys later. Instead of making an 850 on the SATs or a 17 on the ACTs, if you meet third quarter requirements by the time you graduate, so by June 1st, we will also give you that $3,000 per year discount. Okay, this equals a $12,000 discount over the duration of 4 years. So it's definitely worth taking those tests again until you get the scores that meet our qualifications by graduation date of your senior year in high school. Those are just 2 scholarships that I talked about. We have about 365 more scholarships that make up little over 365 committees. The way the rest of the scholarships would work is you would apply to the university. The first letter in the mail that we get back to you would be our confirmation letter saying, hey, we got your application, here's your username and password. With this username and password, you go online, follow the instructions, and you can immediately apply for scholarships and housing. These are 2 pre-applications, which means that you don't necessarily have to be admitted into the university to apply for scholarships. Within our scholarship application, I like to describe it to students as the lazy man application because it's 1 application, 2 short 250-word essays. You hit submit, and it shoots to all those 300+ committees. So it's a one-stop shop for scholarships. Of course, the highest scholarships on campus are going to be our merit academic-based scholarships. So the higher your SATs and ACT scores are, the better chances you are to get those really big scholarship packages. Other scholarships that are pretty high or based on your major that you choose, the department and the money they have to roll over, they give that to students. And also community service. Community service gets pretty good scholarships at SFA as well. There are some essay-based scholarships, and then some weird random ones, like if you're ambidextrous, you could get a scholarship, which means that you write with both the right and left hand. If you're a descendant of any barbershop quartet in the state of Texas and you can prove it, there's a scholarship for that. So there are some really funny random ones, but those again are going to be your $1,000 smaller scholarships, which $1,000 is still good. It's still good. It's just not like some of our big ones that would pay for everything. Guys, I want to emphasize how important it is for you to care about scholarships and to take care of your grades and be a well-rounded student right now. I have about 30 young ladies that I mentor, and a lot of them are so academically inclined. They did what they were supposed to do in high school, that when they got to SFA, not only did they have enough scholarship money, so free money, somebody else's money that they gave to them to pay for college, but they also had rollover scholarship money. Guess what, at SFA, if you get enough money for school and you still have money left over, we still have to give you that money because you still earned it. So these young ladies, a lot of them are basically getting money off of SFA for laptop computers, to pay for their Chick-fil-A, you know, whatever they need to get their nails done on Saturdays. This is just money left over for them because they did what they were supposed to do and more in high school, got great SAT scores. They're making money off of going to college. And you can do that too, but you would have to work really hard and make yourself stand apart in some kind of way to do so. So there's a lot of scholarship money out there. Last year alone, we gave away $12.7 million worth of scholarships. Now I want to tell you how significant this is also, because SFA is not a big school. We don't have an abundance of students coming in, so that's a lot of money to only a little bit amount of students. We had about 2,700 students in our freshman class, and we gave away $12.7 million. That's scholarship money. It's free money. That means you give it away. That's exactly what that means. So do well in high school. If you had a oopsie year or two where you haven't really been paying attention, wake up now, because you could still get some scholarship money too, and not have to struggle after college and worry about paying back loans and stuff like that.